Hello, namaste everyone. Welcome to another video. Today I'm going to touch on a bit personal topic, and the topic is why Portugal feels like home to me. Going back, I first came to Germany in 2017. So I came from Kathmandu, and it was a completely different experience for me when I came to Germany. Kathmandu is a place, very crowded area. We have lots of noises. We are more used to garbage on the streets. So when I came to Germany, it was a very different experience for me, especially because I came in a suburban area, and it was like a village out of fairy tale for me. Everything was clean. They had beautiful houses. In front of the house they had a small garden which were decorated beautifully, and everything was green. The streets were clean. They had street lamps on the street. It would look beautiful at night. They had multiple parks, and the park also were very well maintained. So basically, for me, for a person who loves nature, who like peace, it was extraordinary experience for me. So I really enjoyed my time when I was in Germany. They are very nice actually, but for me, and it's my personal experience, that I never felt like I belonged there. It was something, I don't know, maybe it was the language, because in Germany it's very strict on their language. They really believe in protecting their language. So you must speak German, and it is good because it forces you to learn, but at the same time, because you're not German and you will not be fluent, it also makes you feel like, okay, bit intimidated with them. And also could be the reason that they are very tall blonde people, and me being very small, it always felt like I did not fit in. And a lot of other aspects, like Germans are very strict with rules. They really follow their rules, from separating paper to separating biodegradable to following the traffic rules, like being punctual. So they are very strict and they are very disciplined. A nice play. It was nice to learn all those stuff, but at the same time, sometimes it was too much, because sometimes you are like, okay, like maybe I might make some mistake, I might hurt some people, I might or I might do something wrong. So I don't know which aspect, but I did not felt at peace there. I did not felt the freedom. Every time I was out in nature, I felt good. I still remember I still remember each house I saw there. So it's really, really great experience, but I did not felt like it was home, or I did not felt at peace. So when I came to Portugal, the first thing I noticed when walking on the street was many other Nepalese, which is actually not the case in Germany, especially if you're living in suburban areas. So when I saw them, I was like really surprised. Oh, Portugal has many Nepalese. And then I started to see Chinese shops, and I was like, okay, Portugal has Chinese people too. And then I started noticing Indian shops, and I was like, okay, Portugal has Indian also. And then I saw British here, there, British people, and I started German people, because I just came from Germany, so I could know who are German because they would speak in German. So there were lots of tourists, but there were also people who actually lived, in Lisbon. So when I saw people from different countries living in the same space, sharing the same place. Like there were Chinese, Brazilians, Bangladeshi, Indians, Nepali, Filipinos, people from different countries living in the same space. It was really something I did not expect, because for me, I came from Nepal, so we are all Nepalese. I don't see much of mix of other nationality in my country. Also, when I came to Germany, it was same. It was all Germans. There were only some people from Poland or Nepal or Madagascar. But when I came to Lisbon, it was people from all around, and I even struggle to actually know who are Portuguese people, to know what Portuguese people look like. So at first I thought like Brazilian are the Portuguese, because they were blonde, they were tall. So I thought like, because European must be blonde or something like that. So I thought like, okay, they are Portuguese. But then I realized they are Brazilian, not Portuguese. So when I actually started noticing Portuguese people, then they were medium tall. They had black hairs, and their facial features were more like Arabic people. And then I was like, like I don't feel that much different with them. It's like, okay, it did not felt like we are completely different people from different part of the world. It somewhere made me feel like we share some of the similarity. I don't know if it was just a hair also, but it made me felt like that. So I get more comfortable living in Portugal. It was more peace, it was more freedom, and there were police on the streets, but I did not feel like, okay, they are going to do something to me, they are gonna ask my document. I did not feel like that, because that time Portugal welcome immigrants. So Portugal actually started giving residence. So Portugal was actually welcoming immigrants. They went big on if you come here, if you work here, and if you pay us tax, then you will get the residence. While that is not the case in other European countries. Of course, that had changed here in Portugal as well, but I still believe Portugal is one of the countries where it is very easier for you to get your residency permit. So when I started, so I felt safe. I did not felt like I would do something wrong, because Portuguese were not so strict like German. They would also they follow traffic rules, but then if there was no cars, then they would also cross the street, right? And here are lots of other people doing the same thing, so you don't feel that you're doing something that nobody is doing. The more I stayed in Portugal, the more I realized everyone is contributing to the economy. So it was a very different experience for me, coming from Germany to here and seeing all people from all around the world living in same space, sharing so many culture. It was a very eye-opening experience. Portugal is a country where it's very easy for you to set up your business. I still believe that Portugal is one of the easiest country in European Union for you to set up your. And on my personal part, Portugal is the first country where I came, work, and I started paying tax. So I felt like I'm contributing to the economy, which I couldn't feel when I was in Nepal, because I did not know how much tax was going to the government, if I'm paying tax or not. So there was not much of feeling like I'm contributing to something. Here, because you see every month that something is being taken from your pay slip, it feels like, okay, I am giving something back to this country. And I think, and for me, Portugal gave me freedom of expression. It gave me more confidence in myself. I was not judged by people for what I wear. And for all that reason, I always feel like always have the same answer to everyone who asks me, like, how do you find Portugal? For me, until now, I really find Portugal is my home. Of course, things are changing, and things are changing around the world about immigration, about people perspective. So we don't know what happens tomorrow. But until now, and this is my answer when my Portuguese friends ask, that Portugal really feels like home for me. See you.